Alright, so I've got a bit of a story about the struggles of man and machine. I'm going to try and do this in one go. So, here's my ride-on lawnmower, and it came with the house, so, you know, technically it was free, but really it cost $800,000. But anyway, as we've learned, when people sell or get rid of things, especially if they give them to you, they're generally not that good, because why would you give away something that was good? So that's cool. So we moved in and I started using it, and you know, started up and cut grass and would drive around, not too bad, but you'd put it in gear, and then this is the like the clutch brake pedal they call it, but basically there's stopping and going, and you'd move it this far and you wouldn't drive, you'd move it there and you would drive, and it would all happen all at once, literally in like 2 millimeters of pedal travel. So it would do a big jerk and then you'd take off, which is a bit tricky, but anyway, I thought this was not too bad, we can deal with this. And then I looked underneath it, and there's two belts. One belt goes from the engine to the cutting blades, and then another belt goes from the engine to the back wheels. Here comes Cole. Hey Cole, I'm just doing a video about the lawnmower and all the trouble that I've had with it. What do you think?
It sucks.
Yeah, sometimes it does. Anyway, so I had a look underneath, and it kept throwing off the drive belt to the back wheels, and there's like a pulley in the middle, and it was totally chewed out. So I thought, oh, this will be easy enough. Go down to Husqvarna, spend $40 on a new plastic idler, put that on, and because something else must have been bent or not running properly, that lasted about 2 mows, and then it was completely chewed out again. And I thought, oh well, I'm not going to get caught again by buying another $40 pulley and having it last 10 minutes. So I went and bought a metal pulley for something else, and then drilled a bolt straight through the main riding plate there, secured it in place, and it's way more durable now, and that was like 2 months ago, and it's an upgrade of anything, and the drive belt hasn't come off since. So that fixed the belt coming off problem, but it still didn't operate like real smoothly. When you go to do the clutch to take off, it would do like a big jerk. And then I took the belt off and noticed it was really like thin and worn, so I thought we'll buy a new one. So we bought a new drive belt, put that on, and then that combined with my pulley upgrade meant that I could now drive it and stop and start smoothly like it should. So I'm thinking, yeah, we're getting somewhere, eh, Cole? Like, it's becoming a good thing.
I'm not.
So anyway,
You've only fixed one thing.
Yeah, so I fixed, yeah, so that was one thing I'd fixed, righto. So the kids have got
fixed more than 5 at least.
The kids have got a bit of a running joke of how many times it will break down when I'm out there mowing the lawn. So that was
1,000 times.
1,000 times. That was a pretty common breakdown, so I fixed that one. And then I was cutting some long grass down the back, and I mean, it would have been higher than the bonnet, and I'm driving along in first gear, and it's struggling, and then it just goes bang, and stops cutting, stops making noise from the blades, and it broke the blade belt. So that was another trip back to Husqvarna, and it was like $70-something for another blade belt. Put that on there, happy days. Get us going again. So okay, so we've got 2 new belts, and then it went pretty good for a while. Oh, I forgot to mention the front wheel kept falling off. That was one of the first things that happened, was the left front wheel would just continuously fall off, and I'd have to lift the mower up and sort of jam it back on. So,
he jammed it, kids. He jammed it.
Yeah, so I had to go and buy a new clip from Husqvarna. And anyway, I'm on first name terms with those people. Got the new wheel clip, got the blade belt, the drive belt, that idler pulley. Happy days, everything's looking pretty good.
You're looking pretty good.
Yeah, and then we did a service on it, didn't we, Cole?
When?
not long after we got it, because the last oil change was 2015.
Oh, yeah.
So drained the coal that was in the oil, the solid coal there, and it's a 2011 model. So I hadn't had an oil change for 10 years, so we changed the oil.
Wow.
Then I got a puncture.
That's when you were 1 year old.
Yeah, that's about right. Then I got a flat tyre on the front. Changed the tube, which the guy said was going to be a really easy thing, and wasn't. So did that, and then what else happened, Cole? Oh, the battery died, so I had to go to Super Cheap and buy a new battery.
When did that happen?
Oh, that was about a month ago.
Just as you broke your leg.
I did not break my leg, but when the
thing fell on you when you're trying to fix the wheel.
that didn't happen.
It did.
So the battery went dead, and then I had to jump start it off Mum's Honda a couple of times to mow the lawns.
Not a couple. He means like 31 kids.
31 times. No, it's probably about 4. So anyway, we've got a full set
Not 4 years old.
we've got a full set of belts. We've got a new battery, and sweet. You know, in the meantime, I'd adjusted up the blades because they're all bent.
New battery.
Yeah, they're all mangled and it was cutting weird. So everything was going good, wasn't it, Cole?
No, not really.
And oh, I got the matching trailer too, Husqvarna trailer. Hey?
I'm turning this thing on.
Yeah, so don't start it up.
Brum, brum.
So the last couple of mows it started playing up and doing a new thing.
And doing blue.
Where the engine would like speed up and slow down randomly. And I thought it would be something something's blocked in the carburetor, but I didn't want to deal with it and just kept running it. And I was mowing the back paddock today, and it suddenly lost all power, wouldn't go above idle, started smoking really bad and running really rough.
No, seriously, look at your head.
Yeah. So anyway, it really, you know, put a leg out of bed this time, and it wouldn't drive back up to the house. It died. And then, who's that, Cole? And then Mum had to come down on the quad bike, hook up a chain, and we dragged it back up to the house.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Mum rescued me. Dragged it up here, and I took the carb off, cleaned all that out. That fixed the rough idling, but not the performance problem. So
that's what Dad looks like.
I also figured out that the bonnet actually comes off really easily, because
That's what Dad looks like.
I've had it off plenty of times. So I took the valve cover.
Like
I took the valve cover with this one here off to see if there's anything going on in there, and the gap between the top of the push rod and not the top of the push rod, the top of the valve stem and the rocker arm is meant to be not very much, you know, for argument's sake. Let's say half a mil, probably not even that. And it was a word of a lie. That gap between the valve stem and the rocker arm was probably 10 mil. And one of them was just about completely fallen off, so that was clearly the problem with the not running too good. So adjusted that up to backyard specs. Hmm? Yeah, well, somebody sprayed it with green hairspray, that's why. So adjusted the valves to factory specs, according to numbers that I made up based on nothing. Reassembled that, put it all back together. And how did it go, Cole, after that?
Not good, kids. Not good.
No, it actually went really well. It's actually going really well. So just call me a mower mechanic.
Call you a non-fiction.
Non-fiction. Oh yeah, we're gonna fix the seat too. Sometimes it does that. Cole, did you break that?
No.
Did you just break that seat right now?
It says X.
You need to put some tape on that.
X.
It's pretty fast. The lawnmower's faster than Cole's motorbike.
What?
Oh, there's Mum.
Are we finished?
As it turns out, Cole's meant to be in the shower, but he's actually out here. So,
Can you cut that?
so Cole,
Can you
no,
cut that bit?
no, we're not going to cut that. This is,
Cut the whole thing.
no, this is reality television, mate.
Except for the wheel.
I think we've covered everything.
No, I didn't.
It would continuous. What?
The blade broke.
The what?
The
The
blade broke.
the blade bloke.
The blade broke.
Is
Seriously, the blade broke.
that it?
Yeah.
So now it's going pretty good. And it's 19.5 horse. Steady.
Stay on.
That's going really good now, eh, Cole? I'd love to buy a new one, but so far this one's probably cost maybe $400
You're 400.
in repairs. But it's going good now.
400.
So I'm not going to totally write it off yet until probably tomorrow, until the next thing breaks.